Hi, and welcome to another one in my series about Ryoshi Dynasties from Ebisusbay. And now in this one, it's going to look at the help system, which seems like a strange thing to look at because most people either ignore it or in a lot of cases it's not very useful. But I think in Ryoshi Dynasties, that's very different. I think the help system is very useful, and I'll show you what I mean. So, as per usual, we're on the Ebisusbay website, and we're on the front page, which, as I've said before, acts into a portal into Ryoshi Dynasties. So, there's currently really two main buildings that are active, three if you include kind of the delegation over here. But the two I'm going to look at today, because of the help system. So if we go into the bank, there's obviously three options in here. So if we look at stake fortune, we go into their first site. It's there's a lot of numbers, options, and things like that. So it can be a little bit daunting. But if you click on the question mark that's in the top left of most of the pop-up dialogues, here we go. So there's a really good walk here of how do I stake, how's the APR calculated, what can I do with my vault afterwards, can I increase my APR, things like that, and how to withdraw. So that's quite useful in there for when you come to do it. You get a good overview. Also, if you look at staking NFTs, this again is very useful. I've obviously just got my Ryoshi Halloween staked here and got a 0.1% boost. But again, you can go through the help in the top left-hand corner, calculation for the APR. And this is where it starts getting even more interesting, because this is really valuable information in terms of if you own Ryoshi VIPs, depending on their ranking, this is kind of boosts you can get. And also, particularly important, I think, if you're looking to purchase perhaps a new or another Ryoshi VIP, it may help you with your purchasing decision in terms of how much additional percentage API you get from various percentiles, and that might feed into your purchasing decision. So that's the same for each of the collections. So there's the Halloween information as well, and you can see the APR boosters all the way down for every type of card. So useful not only when you're staking and working in the bank, but also to inform potential purchasing decisions in the general marketplace. So that's one of the reasons why I said kind of the help system is more than just a little how-to guide. There's some valuable little nuggets tucked away in there. So that's the help around the bank. So the other main area where I use help is in the barracks. So if we go into stake NFTs, see I've got a couple staked here. I've covered this briefly before in another one of my videos, but I didn't cover the help. And again, it's up in the left-hand corner with the question mark. Click on that. It's got little kind of flash up messages. This one about when you stake and unstake and what happens in terms of delegation and things like that. And again, how troops are calculated. But again, where I think it kind of adds a lot of value is mentioned this before. So you can use this list here to identify which Ryoshi VIPs qualify for getting troop bonuses, and there's a list of holding the tools that they have in the tools, or looking at the tools trade. So again, that's important when you're looking at, well, possibly important when you're looking at purchasing a Ryoshi VIP. And also this here as well. So I've got a couple of lower percentiles VIPs, and they're earning 250. But when I come to buy them, or perhaps the next one, I may want to invest a little bit more, maybe get something in the 10th I'll get more. And if you get one of the really rare ones, 1,000 troops, so that's a significant difference, obviously 4 times the amount. And you'll see that information kind of washes down, again, about the tools, which I've already mentioned in another video, and about the percentiles and things there for all the collections. So really useful in informing your purchasing decisions in the marketplace, particularly if you're looking to optimize your troop count. So that's a good one. So as I said earlier, at face value, you might ask the question, why bother looking at the help system? But I think it really is valuable and contains a lot of information. It's potentially useful for more than just playing the game. It's about helping you optimize purchases as well. So I hope that was useful. I said this was a quick one. Please subscribe and look out for further videos in the series. And thanks for your attention. Bye now.